Hey guys, so welcome back to FIGJAM. Today we are looking at the Primero 30mm RDA by Vapergate. This is a different direction that Vapergate are going. They are well known for their cloud chasing atomizers and obviously for the dump tanks, the 30mm and the 40mm. This one is more down the direction of a flavour atomizer. Which, in my opinion, yeah, I think they've nailed it. Biggest difference with this is the centre post airflow. That's the first one I've seen, but I know there is a few out there that do have the centre post airflow. But basically, so as we'll have a look at in the up and close, there is a centre post in between the two velocity style posts that allows the air to travel from the air intakes at the bottom of the RDA just here through the post and basically spits it out on both coils evenly, which is, yeah, it's a bit more noisier than some RDAs, but the flavour is 100% on point. Comes with the custom drip tips. They are completely random. There is no set order in what way they come. My one came with the purple top, as you can see, and also a clear one. One thing I will say, it is a fingerprint magnet. Just being the polished sort of stainless steel, it's to be expected. Nice engraving on the sides there, the 30 Primero, and on the back there the Vapergate symbol. We'll look at that in more detail on the up and close. Now, this video is in no way sponsored by Vapergate. I did purchase this myself solely for review because I thought it was absolutely stunning looking. They do have a 24mm version. But I went for the 30. Go big or go home, in my opinion. I have a build in it at the minute. It's reading 0.47, just with it being a flavour RDA, and I have it sitting at 70 watts on the Minigun V2. As you can see, there is a slight bit of overhang there. Not much to write home about. Today I'm on some drip art. Lemonize. It's a company here in Northern Ireland that makes it. Fantastic juice. Can't really fault the line at all. So with it being an RDA, it doesn't claim to be a cloud chaser, but I have to be honest, there is quite a lot of clouds comes off it. And that flavour is just something else. Just a basic 26 gauge NI80 build, 8 wraps, I can't fault it. It is wicked with some Texas tough cotton. First time trying it, this stuff, just my opinion guys, I think blows the rest of the competition out of the water. I've tried the usual Muji sheets, cotton bacon, cotton candy, stuff like this. This is fantastic. Instant flavour, no break-in time, soft as hell, and so easy to work with. Just one thing to mention guys, it is a screw down atomizer, kind of similar to the Ferro RDA. As you can see, the way that the posts are situated with the airflow, you kind of look there where if you class this as north, so then the opposite side, the air hole is east south, the posts are east and west. Best way to fill it, which Josh has mentioned, the guy from Vapergate, is just to kind of tilt it to the side and drip down one side, tilt it the other side and drip down the other. Just saves you taking the top cap off all the time to refill it like your normal atomizers. But yeah. Can't get over the flavour, fantastic. But we'll have a look at it up and close and we'll break it down, put a build in it, and we'll come back up again. I'll give you my thoughts, pros, cons, price, the usual shit, see what we think. Okay guys, so let's have a look at the Primero. So as I said, it's from Vapergate, as you can see there at the bottom. Just have a quick look around the box. Not sure if the camera can pick that up there. It is a real nice design Let's have a look inside. So inside we get a few Vapergate stickers. We get a baggie. We've got the tri screwdriver / Allen key tool, which is fantastic in my opinion. We've got 2 extra airflow options there, which we'll talk about in a minute. Some extra O-rings and a few extra screws. With the RDA, it does come with 2 changeable drip tips. The quality is great. You know, I can't fault it in the slightest. You know, just perfect finish. Really sets it off. And as you can see, this thing is a fingerprint magnet, but we'll look at it in depth in a few seconds. This other drip tip is a bit of a nightmare to get out, but there we go. So it's kind of like a clear perspex. Kind of reminds me of a marble I used to play with when you were kids, but I do particularly like those. So we'll stick those back in along with the stickers. Set it this side. So the RDA itself, beautiful finish. On this side we've got the 30 Primero, obviously because it is the 30mm, and the Vapergate logo etched into the actual RDA itself. Really nice touch. We've got the adjustable airflow on the bottom there on the AFC ring. Now, as I said in the opening, it's not a cloud chasing RDA, it is more for flavour. I'll be honest, the clouds still fly out of this thing. At the top it does look like there's top airflow. This is just cosmetic, just on both sides there. We'll pop the drip tip off. As you can see on top, I think it's actually Delrin this is made of, so it could be to help dissipate heat, which is always good. But hopefully you can see in there, you can see it does go past those slots. It does come out. There's no real reason for it to come out, but it does. It is a screw down atomizer, so once it's set, that's you really good to go. So let's have a look at the deck. Standard velocity style deck with your post on either side. We've got your negative here, which is milled into the base of the actual deck itself, your positive post, and your central airflow. Now, as I said, to me this is what sets this apart from most of your RDAs. Majority of the RDAs about at the minute either have bottom airflow or top airflow. You know, that's sort of the main two. So there is a few on the market at the minute with the center airflow. Personally, I do quite like it. You know, I've had 0 leakage at all. You know, there's been no leakage whatsoever, which is obviously due to this little fella in the middle. Now, as I said, in the baggie there is a few extra airflow options, so just different sizes. Okay, so as you can see, the extra ones do differ slightly. Quite hard to pick up on camera there, but as you can see, it is noticeably different. The one on the left here is a lot bigger than the other one, and then looking at the one actually in the deck, you can see it's smaller again. Just gives you a different type of draw when you're vaping with the Primero, whether you like a tight draw or a much more loose draw. The threads are buttery smooth, you know, they grip and no issues, there's no skipping, no nothing. Absolutely fantastic. Gold plated hex screws on the sides of the posts there. Again, very good quality. Plus it comes with this torque screwdriver. I think the first time I seen one was with the Furrow RDA, if I'm right. Definitely the way to go. You've got your Phillips head on the bottom and your 2 hex screwdrivers or Allen keys on either side. So they are big chunky hex screws compared to some. Had no issues whatsoever with it. You know, we've got the stamp down the bottom, number 0659 by Vapergate with your copper 510 pin there. Fantastic finish, very clean. so I cannot fault it. The only issue I have is it's a fingerprint magnet, just being the polished stainless. But what we'll do, we'll put a build into it, we'll wick it up, juice it up, and we'll see how it vapes. Okay guys, so as you can see, really simple build. You don't really need to go big with this RDA, as it is a flavour RDA. So all I've went for is 8 wraps of 26 gauge NI80, just on either side there. Got it wicked up. Now the one thing to mention guys, which hopefully you can see there, underneath the coils, try and keep it as clear as possible. You want the wick just to come down in kind of like in a complete circle, if that makes sense. Just keeps the airflow clear and prevents any sort of slight leaking through the airflow centre there. Same on the other side as well. So I have it juiced up with some Lemonize by Drip Art, which is a company here in Northern Ireland, which make fantastic juice in my opinion. So this build is coming in at 0.47. Have it set at 80 watts, and as you can see, you know, it rumps up pretty quickly, obviously being with the NI80. So we'll just give that another juice, and we'll screw down the top. So that is basically it, sealed. So we'll take it back up top, we'll give it a vape, and I'll give you my thoughts, pros and cons, price, and where to get it. So guys, that was the up and close of the Vapergate 30mm Primero RDA. As I did state on the up and close, it's not for your cloud chasers. Being a flavour RDA, flavour junkies, you need to jump on this. Pros and cons, there's not very many cons if I'm honest guys. Biggest con for me, it's a fingerprint magnet and it's driving me crazy. All I can see are my fingerprints, but once this thing is polished up, it is stunning looking. You know, being that polished stainless steel, it's a real eye catcher, and these drip tips, fantastic. You know, they just set it off, and they are going to catch people's attention. Pros, massive build deck. One thing I will say about the build deck, even though it is massive, being a 30mm RDA, I have found that using the bigger wires, for example 22 gauge, 20 gauge, because it takes so many more wraps to get to your desired ohmage, this thing heats up very quick, just with it being stainless steel. They do state on the box to use 24 gauge or 26 gauge. For the 30mm version they use 4mm. I like to work with 3mm and keep it to 3mm for the 24 gauge, just to get the most out of it. Wicking wise, as I said in the up and close, try and keep it in a circle and away from that center post airflow. I did find it out personally when I wicked it wrong. I stuffed this thing with cotton and it absolutely pissed juice. It's nowhere else to go. If it hits that center post airflow, it's going to come straight out of the AFC. The difference in flavour and how much it absolutely amplifies the flavour is great. Just down to that restricted airflow, it's a tighter draw than what we're used to from Vapergate. The flavour is fantastic. At the top here, I mean, there's no real use for these other than all I can see is it adds to the aesthetic of the RDA. There is also the Delrin piece at the top there, which I think helps with the heat dissipation, which does help with it, as I said, being a stainless steel RDA. If you're prone to over dripping, there's no real concern with this because this holds a shit ton of juice, and that is being honest. If you really over drip, it is going to hit that center post airflow and absolutely piss out of the AFC. That's a given. Yeah, I really like this. The steel aligned from Rip Trippers. If I lost this tomorrow, would I go out and buy another one? Yeah, I think I would. Definitely. I love it. I absolutely love it. Being an RDA, you wouldn't think you could use it as an all-day vape, but I think you can. You know, as I said, it does hold a lot of juice. The flavour is just something else. It's absolutely intense. If the 30mm isn't your cup of tea, they do have the 24mm. Love the engravings on the front and the back there. You know, the 30 Primero on the front there, and the Vapergate symbol etched into the back. Just looks great. Really, really nice finish on everything, which we would expect no less from Vapergate. Price wise, if you head over to vapergate.com, the guys are selling it for around $60 to $65. That's US, which is in around about 55, 56 pounds sterling, which is not bad. It is expensive, but the quality's there. Anything that I've ever used from Vapergate, it's all about quality. Everything is machined perfectly. Threads are buttery smooth. Grub screws, absolutely fantastic. Can't fault it. I will have the links below for Vapergate's website should you wish to purchase the Primero or any of the other RDAs that they offer, and a few links to the social media sites that I'm currently using for FIGJAM. So I think we'll leave it there, guys. If there is anything that you would like to see reviewed, please drop a comment below and I'll try my best and sort that out for you. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and a subscribe. And yeah, I will see you again very, very soon.